Hello YouTuber Reservoir Warrior here with a video I've been wanting to do for a while. I was just waiting on getting more games for this collection. And in this video I'm going to be showcasing all my Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. The only games I do not have... Sorry about that. The only games I don't have shown that I know I own, I just misplaced them, are Pokemon Silver. The Japanese version of Silver I got from, I think, a Retro Game Treasure box. What else? Still trying to find my old copies of Gold, Crystal, and Sacred Stones. Although I'm seriously considering buying another copy of Sacred Stones and Crystal anyway, because I know the batteries are so worn out on those that the games probably won't even turn on. That's how much I played those. So I feel like it would be just best to buy new copies of that, and since I've never replaced batteries before on a cartridge, I feel like that'd be the safer option. Although I'm gonna have to do that with my Emerald, which is what I'm going to start off with here for the... Or that's what I'm going to start with the Game Boy Advance collection portion. I'm gonna go with the heavy hitters first. But first, let me go with the Game Boy games. Pretty sure these are all my Game Boy games. I know I still have boxes to go through in my garage, but I'm pretty sure this is all of them. So the first one here is Tecmo Bowl, which I got from a Retro Game Treasure subscription box. And I apologize for not showing June's box. I got it while I was on vacation in Florida. I got back home Monday and just opened it right away, hoping there was a Dreamcast game in there, because I did recently buy a Dreamcast. There was sadly no Dreamcast game in there. But you guys will see all but 2 of the games I got from that. The 2 games not pictured are NFL Quarterback Club for the Super Nintendo, and then Brain Age 2 for the DS. And then I got 3 other games, which you'll see in a sec. Here's probably the maybe the oldest game in my collection. That's a Dr. Mario. This was not mine originally. That was a cousin's who sadly passed away. Was it early or mid 2000s? And her aunt just or his aunt, his mom, my aunt, basically just dispersed his video games amongst me, my other cousins, and I. So did get Dr. Mario. Or maybe this one's older. I don't remember. This is Race Days. I'm not even sure if this cartridge still works or not. Same with this next one here, which is Spot. That one I might have gotten from either him, or I might have gotten that one after he passed away, or from another cousin. And then here are my black cartridge Game Boy games, which are also technically Game Boy Color games. What's cool about the black cartridge games is that you can play them on both a Game Boy and a Game Boy Color. If you play them on a Game Boy though, like an original Game Boy, it'll only be in black and white. But if you play it on a Game Boy Color or a Game Boy Advanced, it will be in color, obviously. So it takes advantage of the hardware inside of the Game Boy Color. So we have Harvest Moon. Pretty sure all of these actually came from Retro... Yeah, these all came from Retro Game Treasure boxes. Uno. I forgot the name of this one. Give me a sec. Wrote it down in my notebook. Yes, typing it would have been a lot easier, but I'm the type of guy who likes to write things down. Enjoy the sound of paper. Oops, skip the page. This is Dragon Warrior Monsters 2 Kobe's Journey, but the Japanese version. I know when I got this from my Retro Game Treasure box, I didn't know the name of it. Warrior Land 2. And then Pokemon Trading Card Game. So all those came from Retro Game Treasure. And then all but one of these Game Boy Color games actually came from Retro Game Treasure as well. Another old game, which originally was not mine. This was both my sisters. Oh, hi, Spider. It's outside, just dangling near one of the windows. But Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, which was my that's the first time I played Super Mario Bros. Not even the NES version. Towers, Lord Bandit's Deceit. I actually got this. I believe it was new. This is from one of my first, I think, Retro Game Treasure boxes. I came with the box and everything, which is probably somewhere in the garage. I know that I got the box in bad shape though, and that game's terrible, so it didn't really matter. It's a dungeon crawler game, but not a fan of the old dungeon crawlers. That's why I don't want to play some of the older Shin Megami Tensei games and whatnot. And then these next two were from my June Retro Game Treasure box, which again I apologize I didn't get to open up. Ooh, caught it. So we have Mickey's Racing Adventure and Ultimate Paintball. I didn't play much of Mickey's Racing Adventure, and Ultimate Paintball was terrible. Did not like it. I feel like Mickey's Racing Adventure has some potential, and I also found out Mickey's Speedway USA is on the Game Boy Color. I had that for Nintendo 64, so that would have been cool to pick up. Now that those are, let me get these out of the way. So Game Boy Advanced, I currently have 42 GBA games. Even though one's a ROM hack and then 2 are on a reproduced cartridge. I'll explain those when I get to them. I know I have a copy of Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire that's been misplaced for years, along with Sacred Stones. But I don't mind repurchasing both of those. So I'm just going to pick these up the best I can, row by row. I know you guys can't see the row, but anyway. And then 2 of my games are Japanese, but luckily they're games you don't really need to understand in order to play. So here's Emerald that I've been playing through. Man, this was a great time killer on the plane. Fire Emblem Blazing Sword. It's crazy how I never owned this game. It's weird. And here we go with the Final Fantasies. So here's Final Fantasy IV Advanced, my favorite Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy V Advanced. And then, in my opinion, the best Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy VI Advanced. Not this particular version, although this version's not bad, but nothing beats the original, right? And then Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. I still need to get 1 and 2. That's on my list, don't worry. Oh, is this all going to be in frame when this is done? Yay. Alright. Next row of games. Probably not the best way to do this, but I figured why not. I gotta put these back in the storage. I gotta put these back in these storage cases afterwards. I need to get more of the Game Boy ones, because I only have, what, 3? Here's Advance Wars. And Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. Then I do have Days of Ruin on the DS, so I only need Dual Strike. Super Robot Tyson Original Generation. Need to get the second game, but I honestly like this game a lot more than the newer ones. Like, I'm enjoying this more than the Super Robot Wars games on my Vita. You can also get them on the Switch, but regardless. So this GBA game, I did not know the name of when I got it from my Retro Game Treasure box initially, but this is Crooked. This is the translated title, of course. Crooked Banker Survival of Dream. Fun game from what I've played of it so far. Japanese version of Kirby Nightmare Dreamland. I'm not even gonna get a US version. It's pretty cool to have the Japanese version. And here's Amazing Mirror. Both of those I've played a lot of when I was younger. Obviously, anybody who grew up with the GBA probably played the living daylight out of those games. Alright, so these next 2 are reproduction cartridges. And I mean, these games are on the pricier side, and that's Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. I only got these not because also the price, but I just felt the blue the blue matched perfectly with Metroid. Even if these were on a dark purple, I'd get them that way. I do want to get a red reproduce cartridge. If I can find a translated ROM hack of Sword of Seals that's in cartridge form, that's probably what I'd buy it as. Mario Golf Advance Tour. There's not one Mario Golf game I dislike. The only one I haven't played, and that goes for Mario Tennis as well as the Game Boy Color games. I do want to add both to my collection. And then here's Mario Tennis Power Tour. When are we going to get another Mario Golf game? And here's the oldest Game Boy Advance game in my collection. I remember getting this game when I first got my Game Boy Advance along with Super Mario Bros. Advance, which was basically the Game Boy Advance port of Super Mario Bros. 2. And that's F-Zero Maximum Velocity. That was my first F-Zero game, and I still love it to this day. And then I also have a GP Legend. Next row. We have 3 more rows after this. But those last 2 rows is when the quality starts to dip in games, in my opinion. Of course, you gotta have Mario Kart Super Circuit. I want to get these in. At least these first few rows in focus. Wario Land 4. Probably will eventually get all the Wario Land games. Super Mario World. Fun fact, this was my first video game ever. Not this version, obviously, the Super Nintendo version. Mario Pinball Land. Weird game, but sort of fun. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Got that from local GameStop. And then Sword of Mana, which I did actually buy complete in box. The box sadly got water damage, though. That made me sad. I was really sad about that, actually. Am I zoomed in all the... No, I'm not. I'm not zoomed in at all. Okay. Well, I guess these... After this row, I guess I don't really need to showcase the other 2 rows, really. So like I said, that's on the dips. Except for maybe the first 3 games. Anyway, get ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. I did buy Destiny Board Traveler New, and I'm going to do that with the other Yu-Gi-Oh! GBA games, because I'd love to collect the promos and get those graded. And I usually don't like to get my cards graded, but I just thought it'd be cool to have the GBA video game promos graded. 7 Trials to Glory. That one, and then, of course, GX Duel Academy I need to purchase again. What is on my finger? Whatever was on my finger was annoying me more than you guys. Duel Masters Kaijudo Showdown. Bought this new as well, but the box was completely damaged. I think I bought that game for like $10, and it came with a booster pack, which is cool. Might repurchase it again, though, just so I can have a better... maybe a cleaner and better conditioned box. Plus, I wouldn't mind opening booster pack of Duel Masters again. And then here's the last game I got from the Jude Retro Game Treasure Box. Played a little bit of it. Not too bad of a game so far. And I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball fan. That's Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku. I think this is the first one. I know there's 2. Then here's Lady Sia, which I had more fun with this than I thought I would. It's a fun platformer. And yeah, this is pretty much going to be the backdrop for the video. Backdrop for the rest of the video. I mean, I did take a picture of all my cartridges before I recorded this, so... I'll probably put that as a thumbnail, actually. If I remember to do that. You guys know me, I don't really edit my videos. Or I never edit my videos and whatnot. Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge. Interesting Mega Man game. I like it. I know a lot of people don't. Here's Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge. I need to get Banjo Pilot too. You know me. Or, in case you don't know, I do love my racing games. Sonic Advance 2. I'd say that's the last solid game in my collection. Now this is where everything starts to go downhill, I'd say. Here's Pokemon Vega. Hard ROM hack. I got to the first gym and couldn't even beat the first gym. So I took a break. There are other ROM hacks, though, I want to actually get. Pac-Man Collection. This is another one of my oldest games. That's fun, though. Need for Speed, Porsche Unleashed. Haven't played much of this, That was from a retro game treasure box. Spyro Season of Ice. I forgot when I got this as a kid. Never really asked for it, and not really a fan of it. SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I got stuck. I forget where in this game. I'd probably still get stuck at that spot. I think it's right when you get to Shell City or before Shell City. So there's a part where you lose health quickly. It was annoying. And then these last... Oh, I forgot I have Crash Purple. Okay, what did it say? This is a bad game. Sorry, Crash. I mean, sorry, Crash fans. That one's probably not bad. But that and these next three I've gotten from Retro Game Treasure boxes. Did I get X-Men Reign of Apocalypse from Retro Game Treasure? Did I buy that from GameStop's website because it was like $2? I forget. But these next two, I was not happy. If you guys remember when I got these in my Retro Game Treasure unboxing. That's Quad Desert Fury and Minority Report. If I were to ever sell these games, I'd pretty much put them in as a throw-in. I don't even want to put... These 5 games, I don't even want to put in a... Yeah, these 5 games, I don't even want to put in... Whatchamacallit? In cases. That's how much I really don't care for these games. Which I know is sad, but... I know it's not good to nitpick and whatnot, but oh well. Anyway. Excuse me, held in a burp there. That's good. That would have been gross. Well, not gross. Well, gross and impolite. But anyway, that is my entire Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance collection. Eventually, when I get more DS and 3DS games, I'll do videos showcasing those. And I'm actually going to try out Video Games Monthly. I forgot that existed. And what I like about that is you can pick how many games you want per month, and you'll get that guaranteed in your box with the chance of an extra game. So I'm going to go for the 10 game package, which is going to be $80 plus, I think it's $12 shipping. That's going to be worth it. That's going to be actually really fun to open monthly. So I'll have that and Retro Game Treasure as well to look forward to. And I'll feel like that really get my collections going. Hopefully I can get Dreamcast games. I didn't realize how expensive those were, though. I mean, there are a lot of games I would want to get that are on the cheaper side, so... One of them being Tee-Off, which I remember playing at a friend's house all the time. And I love my golf games, so... But we'll see. Anyway, that's it for now. I don't know how frequently I'm going to do update videos for my collections. I'm going to try and do them monthly like I did with my manga collections. I had to put put collecting mangas on hold because I don't have a book. I haven't had a bookshelf for them for years now, and I feel like I've lost a lot of volumes because of it, and I know a lot are sitting in boxes and probably got damaged for moving twice, so... Well, moving twice ever since I had the bookshelf. Because once my family moved from Paramus to Wyckoff, had to get rid of my CD case that I used as my bookshelf for my mangas. And then a lot of them I never really took them out of the boxes when we moved to Wyckoff, and then when we moved to Wyckoff to Franklin Lakes now, whatchamacallit? Yeah, they've been sitting in those boxes too, so who knows if I lost any or not. There might be some volumes in my trunk, honestly. I do have to clean out my car, but anyway. So if you're wondering what's been up with me and mangas, I still buy them here and there, but not as heavy as I did in the past. And I don't know if I'm really going to pursue collecting manga again. We'll see. I've been thinking of going the digital route, even though I hate doing that, but I don't know. We'll see. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. If you have any suggestions for Game Boy, Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance games, let me know in the description below. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.